Well, I'm going to need a new spine after that one, and maybe a new head after all the times I smashed it on the window. We need to find a bus going to Tskaltubo. It is absolutely freezing here. So much colder than in Tbilisi, and it's raining as well, so it's going to be an absolutely brutal day. Let's find this bus and get on it. Well, here we have it, people, Tskaltubo, or as the Georgians would say, Tskaltubo, or something like that, because their language is very unique and they have very, very specific sounds that are made in the back of the throat. So this is a place that is already giving me the eerie feeling, and it's somewhere that I could have only dreamed of coming maybe a year or two ago when I was watching videos online. And here we are. So this looks like some sort of train station, but there's a lot to say about this place, but in a nutshell, it's like an abandoned city, and there are refugees from a region that's now currently occupied by Russia called Abkhazia, and there's multiple sanatoriums all around this city, which some are completely abandoned, some have residents, but you can see things like this. I'm not sure if that's a train station, don't know what this is, but there are just multiple things that are abandoned. So there's going to be lots to see today. Let's have it. What an absolutely brutally cold day. Guys, I think this is actually a train station. I can't actually tell if it's abandoned or not. It does look like it, doesn't it? But this is actually very, very significant. Wow! It is abandoned. Look through there. Wow, this is an absolute find. But this is so significant because this means that the trains would have come here, and very, very important people in the Soviet Union would have gotten off at this train station right here. Walked through these grand columns and then into the station just like this. Wow. Obviously you can see the Soviet architecture. The yellow walls, sometimes the walls are blue, green, something like that. I mean, this place is absolutely crackers. I've just got off the bus and already we're seeing madness. This looks like the toilets. I think the roads are abandoned here as well. How crazy is that? There are multiple holes in the ground. So guys, we've come to our first sanatorium. That's what they're called, yeah. Sanatoriums, and obviously you can see there's a resident walking in, so it's completely filled with residents. As I said earlier, refugees from the Russian occupied region. So I'm not going to walk in to this one due to it's not abandoned, and that's literally like walking into someone's home. But this is it, people. Just outside of Europe, on the other side of the Caucasus Mountains, and people live like this. So what this essentially was a resort town for the very, very rich and important people from the Soviet Union to come here and enjoy, like a state-sponsored 2-week holiday, for example. And obviously it doesn't look that incredible now when we're talking about the weather, but obviously Georgia has an incredible climate in the summer. So trains of people from the likes of Moscow would flock in every single day, and they'd stay in these sanatoriums, living the big life. One other bit of information before we continue. This water just reminded me of it. Can you just see the colour of that? It has a hint of blue. Now I don't know if that's just a coincidence, but this town is built on some sort of thermal water. Can't really give you the exact information on that, but basically the water's interesting. It's a little bit different. because there's some sort of thermal spas where obviously Stalin and the important people would have come and relaxed in, basically. Let's have a look at this one here. I'll give it a rest, people. This one has got an eerie feeling to it. Wow. Wow. And I'll tell you why. It's because of them vines hanging down. We're going to get closer. I think this is the main one, to be honest. And I'm kind of lucky, to be honest, because I'm probably the only tourist today. Look at the vines hanging down. I think we have the old bathtubs here. So this is a great place to just stop and take a moment to imagine how it was. Look at these, you've got the palm trees. So it is like a subtropical climate in the summer. You've got the centre of culture. These are obviously fountains, I don't know if they still work. All of these are fountains, and then you've got the entrance over there. We have got a Christmas tree, which is quite nice to see. And then if my eyes are not lying to me, which I don't think they are, we have another abandoned sanatorium just through them trees. Let's go and have a look at this one, because I think there's two more, or let's say the main ones that I haven't yet discovered. So we're saving the best till last. So here guys, we're really seeing the remnants of the Soviet Union in this part. We've got this abandoned sports centre, it looks like. We've got the Soviet architecture here, with this thing on the wall. Obviously the main sort of gates, let's say, to the city. Then if we continue up here, we have another mosaic on the side of the wall. And then this is 100% the biggest sanatorium on my left right here, through these trees. This is the grand entrance here. Very, very spooky. I think quite a lot of people, or a fair portion of this place, is inhabited. So let's have a look. You can see people are drying their washing. You can only just think what it is like to live here. And then you've got these creatures like that guarding the place. Don't know where everybody is, but we're in. I do want to be quiet because I want to be as respectful as possible. Wow, it's very dark. I can smell pasta. Obviously down there in them hallways are the residents. So they've obviously been cooking up some nice Italian pasta. I think we're getting to the main area now. This surface feels very dodgy. I've got 2 more floors to go. This is an old lift, look. Obviously not in use anymore. Guys, so although this one is incredible from the outside, there's really not that much inside. And as we climb higher and higher, it only gets more abandoned like that. And now I think I'm actually Almost on the roof. Let's have a look at this. Yep, that's the roof, guys. Wow. This is pretty incredible. And that's how high we've come. So this is a good moment to try and have a look where the other ones could be. I think they're definitely in this direction. Look, we've got one over there. We've got this church, very nice. And then over there we've got an abandoned set of apartment blocks. I think I've seen that on the internet before. I've got a really embarrassing story. I've got to be honest here. I don't want to say this, but there was a huge dog. Huge. It was basically... Not that one. Oh my god, it was basically a grizzly bear. And it barked at me, and I just had to go. I didn't run, but I had to go right back up the stairs. And then, luckily, there was a local, and I just said, in Russian, big dog. Really embarrassing, but... So unfortunately I wasn't able to enter Stalin's bathhouse number 6. However, we've got number 8 right here, which is completely abandoned now. And you'll see lots of Soviet architecture, and literally where the people used to sit. And if you're not careful, you'll miss it because it's sort of in this woodland area. Obviously with the ivy coming over, it's like a massive dome, it's like a spaceship. Wow. And this is it. This is weird. But I think these are the baths here. I think you would just sit here and then maybe there was some water flowing out. It's just so weird how it has this circular thing here. I guess to let the light in. I don't know if this was a fountain one day or something like that. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places. I assume that's where they got the number from. So let's do it. So just imagine one day someone else, a little bit more important than me, only a little bit, was sat here and they would be chilling out in the summer when it'd be nice and hot with the special thermal water. Yes. Okay, I'm happy about this one, guys, because apparently this one normally has a guard. Wow, guys, so I think this is one of the more luxurious ones. And obviously you've got this incredible entrance here with the hole there, corridor down there, corridor down there. I'm not quite sure, guys, why there is this hole. Maybe there was, yeah, okay. Obviously there was once a barrier, not anymore. Not sure if there's people living in this one, I don't think so. No, there can't be. Because if there's the barrier, then that means that I think some very, very rich person here in Georgia has bought it and they want to do something with it, but they haven't done yet. Wow. Very, very grand entrance. Yeah, you can see the fencing all the way around, but look, it's just falling down. So you can easily get in, walking up these stairs, even though the barrier has probably fallen down there. There's not a window anymore. I always think there's someone here, but it's always the rain on the roof. Wow, and that's the corridor, people. All the way down there. So out of the 22 sanatoriums that are here, I've probably visited 4 or 5 today, and this will be the last one. It's called Hotel Medea, something like that. And this is a very, very grand one, as you can see with the columns, the turquoise inside. Wow, have a look at that. Very, very nice. And then you've got some unique looking stairs over here, which I'm going to show you. Wow. And then this is the courtyard, where I think you have some sort of bath or fountain in the middle. Let's have a look at these stairs really quickly. Have a look at that, folks. Starting to fall off the wall there.